Experiencing the wonder of the ocean up close has always been hard, until now. Welcome to a whole new adventure. Our mighty ocean covers more than 70% of our precious planet. At such a scale, the stability of our climate and our survival are entirely dependent on the health of the ocean. Although for most of us, far from shore, the ocean remains mysterious and invisible. Our actions on land directly affect life in the sea, impacting the species that live here, our weather, our food systems, and even the air we breathe.
Here, in the deep ocean, sunlight cannot reach us, so we must rely on all our senses to explore. Go ahead. Notice how you move differently underwater, weightless and free. Look down. You're standing on a crystal jellyfish. Now, you are free to move around as long as you stay safely on its surface.
At first glance, it may appear like you're floating through space. But what look like stars are actually microplankton, the ocean's smallest organisms. Moving at the will of ocean currents, they may look strange and insignificant, but they're crucial to the survival of all life on Earth.
This is phytoplankton, tiny plants providing us with more of the air we breathe than all of the trees in the Amazon. We are small enough to try to reach out and grab it. Just like plants on land, phytoplankton photosynthesize, consuming carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When they die and sink to the ocean floor, the carbon stored in their bodies is buried with them.
Now watch as zooplankton emerge from the darkness. These tiny animals eat phytoplankton. Then, in turn, they become food for fish, crustaceans, and other larger marine creatures.
But something sinister is hiding here, barely visible. Microplastics, microscopic remnants of discarded packaging and other plastic goods, and things like clothing and cosmetics, as well as plastic particles from industrial sources. They are polluting the ocean and will exist for thousands of years.
Because of their resemblance to living organisms, microplastics are easily mistaken for food, entering the food web at the most fundamental level with terrible consequences that we are only now just discovering.
Moving upwards, sunlight begins to filter through, and we can see the creatures of the ocean more clearly. Like this comb jelly, close enough to reach out and... Go ahead, touch it.
Now don't be alarmed if these nauplius try to attach to you. These planktonic larvae will grow up to be barnacles.
As we continue towards the light, if we're lucky, we may meet some of the ocean's larger species, like this endangered leatherback sea turtle. young ones are known to be very curious.
Tragically, plastic pollution is an enormous and growing threat to many creatures, including this baby sea turtle. Pollutants like this bag are easily mistaken for a soft, delicious jellyfish, the favorite food of these marine reptiles.
As vast as the ocean is, there is no hiding from the damage we are causing. This view may be shocking, but it's only a tiny fraction of the 8 million tons of plastic dumped by humans into the ocean each year.
The torrent of the world's waste is literally poisoning the very systems that make our life on Earth possible. Can you see the shadow in the distance? The ocean is home to giants as well. A whale shark, the largest fish on Earth, is harmless to humans. A filter feeder, it feeds only on tiny organisms. As changes to our climate cause the ocean to warm and acidify, spectacular species like whale sharks now face multiple and complex challenges, including the fact that their food is disappearing.
There is no question that our ocean is fighting numerous threats: plastic pollution, climate change, acidification, dramatic loss of nature. It is often overwhelming. But there is hope. The good news is that solutions exist, and humans have the tools to build a better world. All we need is the will.
We cannot solve the climate crisis, the food crisis, the biodiversity crisis without protecting and restoring the ocean. But what should we do? Recycling materials is, of course, a good start, but we must be more ambitious.
Look for ways to use less plastic in your own life, like not using single-use plastic bags and utensils. Say no to plastic food containers, and be aware of how your fashion choices, cleaning products, and cosmetics are contributing to the problem.
But plastic pollution is just one of the issues threatening our precious seas. Overfishing, ocean acidification, and habitat loss are also pushing our ocean to the limits.
Around the world, people, businesses, and governments must come together to solve the ocean's biggest problems.
Our ocean is resilient, and hope lies in humanity's ability to change and to work together to protect and restore the blue heart of our planet. A healthy ocean can absorb more carbon, feed millions more people, and continue to provide livelihoods for future generations.
Protecting and restoring our coastal and underwater ecosystems is vital to stabilizing our climate and stopping the global collapse of biodiversity.
Establishing at least 30% of our ocean as marine sanctuaries by 2030 is a proven and powerful way to rebuild ocean health.
If we protect the ocean, we secure the future for ourselves. Join us.